Hello there. So the location is changed, and actually my mood is also a little bit different from tomorrow's one. Today I have an interesting topic to discuss. It is kind of connected with my very first video about the reason why people quit, and also about the second video of mine where I illustrated the scheme and the process of people's growth in every kind of process, and some particular points when people have the highest possibility to quit. And some essential point was the very start, and this point is perfect or ideal self-expectations. So I actually love this topic as it is highly connected with my personality, with my way of thinking, my perception, and even today I kinda, faced the reflection of my self-expectations in some, examples. For example, again, based on my activity as the YouTuber, as a person who is trying to be public and make some videos in public in order to make others, in order to, attract the I again forgot this word, audience to watch it, to react to it, to left comments, so to get some feedback from other people. So actually this is not my first attempt. Well, even during the whole year, going back to 1 year before, 1 year ago. So it is like my third attempt of becoming, like a social media person. So my, second attempt was on Instagram. So I was trying to become a blogger on Instagram. So I was trying to learn about some, algorithms, about some trends, about psychological trends as well. So I was trying to fit the system and adapt my ideas and my content to already accepted and common algorithms. I'm saying the word common in positive connotation, so it's like the rules that are essential to be followed in order to become noticed in Instagram society. So I literally was trying to fit, and I quit actually not that fast. So I've spent almost 3 months trying to make content constantly. And actually, as I remember, I didn't like the way I post my content and create anything in terms of my Instagram account. So it's about stories, posts, reels, etc. I didn't really like it because the main goal was to become public and well known very fast as possible. So I didn't concentrate on my unique way, finding my unique way of spreading ideas, of spreading information, because every person may have like the maybe familiar, maybe similar types of resources, of information, of some sphere of their interest, but the way they analyze this information and create connections between some points of this information, it is versatile, and this is very different and unique. So instead of concentrating on finding my unique way of creating, literally of the process of creating, I was trying to become, perfect in terms of some standards of Instagram bloggers, of Instagram influencers. So I quit very fast. Well, in my personal experience, it's not maybe very fast, but in terms of growing as a powerful influencer, it's extremely fast. 2-3 months, it's nothing actually. So during this time, you have no ability, to possess any, to master any process, any part of, the process of becoming a great influencer, specialist, social media blogger, etc., etc. So you can call it in any way. So I was concentrating on fitting the perfect expectation of mine of how I should, operate as the influencer, as the person who is social in social media. And my focus was, how to say, moved from really crucial thing to some, not unnecessary, even damaging, I would say destroying thing, as expecting from myself that I would be like perfect from the very first attempt. So okay, how to explain? I thought when I started, posting on Instagram, it was like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I thought that if I learned enough information about algorithms, if I knew how to make, viral reels, how to make appropriate stories, how to, attract people's attention, I will become like the greatest very easily. So it was like the superficial objection, the superficial conclusion of mine. And even after 2 months, I had no feedback from, external people, from external audience, as the fundamental values were ignored. Absolutely. So I was trying to, the expectations, the standards, some external standards were the center of my activity, of my creative activity, of my creative and intellectual activity. It was the center. And my content was like the method of fitting, of matching these standards and rules. So my content wasn't mine. My content was trying to be the part of the system. And this is like the wrong approach. So yeah, you should, based on this my experience on Instagram, you should understand what are the rules in order to become popular, to, go more viral. But I think, I'm sure, I'm literally convinced that this is like the supplemental actions, and the very, very first actions that must be done, must be taken, they are about some fundamental things. So in terms of becoming a creator on social media, particularly on Instagram or YouTube, you should understand what are the values of yours, what you want to share with people, what do you want to show, and how do you want to do it. And I thought that I just need to realize, so my values are freedom and inclusivity, uniqueness, etc., etc. I adore creativity and intellectual growth. So I want to show people that they are more than just, some conclusions, maybe even assumptions of other people. They are more than just that. And this is cool, but me in particular, should illustrate, show this, actually show these values through all of my content, through all of my words and posts and visuals, everything. And this is like a long-lasting process. So it's not about like one time identified values and that's it. And you just can, you know, stamping posts and videos like with some template. Yeah. Now I realize that the process of identifying your unique way of sharing, you know, values, of sharing valuable information, unique way of realizing yourself in front of other people globally, it's a long-lasting process. And actually I understand that this process is unlimited. So the more I do, the more I show, the more I create, the more unique my process is becoming. And this process is boundless, as I can do it for 1 year, for 2 years, for 10 years, for 20 years. And during all these years, I have some place to grow, some area to grow, some area to develop. So I want to illustrate that, you know, ideal self-expectations that you create for yourself, that you actually close yourself in, are about some, you know, abstract result that must be achieved, otherwise you are nothing. But actually, this is the wrong thing to to concentrate on, to focus on, as this result actually is nothing. Well, I will explain. So, for example, I was, again, based on my experience in terms of blogging on Instagram, I was expecting from myself that I will be a popular blogger who has plenty of clients, who has, you know, some, I again forgot this word. I forget this word. Recognition. I remember this word. With some, you know, enormous and majestic recognition among, you know, other specialists, other influencers, and of course followers. So my desire and my expectation for myself was this type of a blogger, this type of influencer, who is powerful, who is, you know, powerful and majestic. Yes. And you see, there is nothing about core values. There is nothing about the mission of mine that I wanted to, you know, follow, to realize during this process. So there is nothing about process. This is the point. So you creating ideal self-expectations actually deny the whole process of achieving goals, because you just put, okay, let's imagine that this is like the path. I need to again, I need to do it. Give me just a sec. It's my, you know, it's my, not diary, how to say it, notebook from my daily routine tasks. Okay. I hope you will see it. You see, this is like the process of becoming a great influencer on Instagram. You are here. This is like the 0 point. You here have nothing. 0 point. Interesting. 0, of course. 0 point. And you, instead of concentrating on going, actually, instead of concentrating on going, this is like the process. It's not like that. it is also not like that. It's even more harsh and sharpening. Instead of concentrating on the process, you concentrate on the final, and I would even say on superficial final. Superficial final is just some, socially important superficial achievements. So, accomplishments, the number of followers, the number of clients, the amount of money that you gain from your activity is good. It's actually cool, but this is not fundamentally valuable for you. As we are all people, we need, in most situations, we need more than just, superficial, proofs of our, importance, social power. So again, money and the number of the army, I would say, of followers is like the proofs of our social importance. So we needed to feel like secure in the world, to feel like more and better than just other people. And this is like, again, unpersoned results, unpersoned expectations. So instead of concentrating on the process of finding yourself, finding your own way of sharing the value with other people and with yourself, first of all, because during the process of showing up, of becoming outstanding to showing off, actually, it's first of all about our feeling of security, of our feeling of importance. So the main goal of every process is to find the value in ourselves and for ourselves in what we are doing. So this is like the main point. If you do anything, any activity in any sphere, so I will, I'm talking about like the whole spheres of life, the huge number, maybe even about all spheres of life. It's about family, but it's about career, it's about creativity, it's about blogging, etc., etc., etc. It's about everything. If you have no self-assurance, maybe inner desire to grow, inner desire to discover new paths and new personal traits in yourself, if you have no dedication to yourself in terms of going through any process. Others exception, even if other exception is in your life, you will not accept it, as you are not self-secure. You don't accept your value, don't accept your contribution. So again, coming to perfect self-expectations, ideal self-expectations, as we realized, they are about some superficial things, some superficial result that has nothing in connection with your personality and nothing in connection with your process. So instead of concentrating on this particular abstract result, you should, and I would say why. First of all, what you should do, you should identify the goal. This goal must be, not like in detailed goal. It's like not an abstract, maybe in some kind of an abstract, but the huge goal of this particular process that must be followed during the whole process of this activity. So for example, in terms of becoming a blogger on Instagram, instead of concentrating on some superficial results as followers, as money, as clients, okay, a little remark, they are not superficial at all in a whole, as they are they are a result of your hard work, of course, but without any hard work. So we speak about this result in the very beginning, when the person did nothing yet. So here they are superficial, as a person cannot understand what are the huge number of followers, what are the big amount of money, what are the big number of clients. This person has no idea about it, as he did nothing yet in order to achieve these goals. So they are superficial, they are unpersoned. So instead of doing this, you should concentrate on something long-lasting. So in terms of becoming a blogger, you should set a goal of finding your mostly unique way of sharing the content. And this is long-lasting goal without no reason. So there is a reason for it, because during, for example, first 2 months, you just posting one-shot videos, for example. After 2 months, you realize that you have idea of adding some new format. For example, you started doing mini films. After 1 year of making videos, you become collaborating with other influencers and making a new interesting format, etc., etc. So all these changes are, happening only because you have on the core of your brain that you just need to find your unique way of sharing the content. That's why you don't stop. That's why you're always developing. And as the result, and as the consequence, I would even say, you will gain followers, you will gain money, you will gain clients, you will gain popularity. Not because you set this the goal, just because you have more in your heart than just, material achievements, some superficial accomplishments. That's why ideal expectations are, not a little bit, a lot far away from your present. So instead of concentrating on some, abstract results, abstract goals, you should concentrate on something in this particular moment that you can do at this exact moment. So you cannot earn at this exact moment $2 million a month, for example. But you can take some actions in order to earn, for example, $1,000 a month, for example. And this is already something, because this is how to say, a possibility. This is the point from where you can actually go towards earning $2 million a month. But if you desiring to earn $2 million a month, and you feel miserable if you think about earning 1,000, what? I'm too rich, I'm too wealthy in my heart, in my, self-perception, to earn just $1,000 a month, so I would earn $0. But desiring to and dreaming to earn $2 million. You see the nonsense? This is the nonsense. This is why self-expectations don't work. They never work. Because expecting from yourself the results of 10 or even 20 years of hard work, with zero experience, with zero even seconds of work, you just sit on your ass and do nothing. This is why people who are concentrated on something abstract, extremely, successful results, they are unsuccessful due to this reason. You need to start with small actions and be dedicated to these small actions. Be dedicated to some maybe abstract but more fundamental and valuable desire and goal. And towards achieving this goal, you will start from doing some little actions and gradually, step by step, extending the way of taking actions. And as the result, you may come to this ideal expectations. But of course, they won't be ideal expectations, they would be a reality. But these goals in the future will be achieved not because you were concentrated on this particular goals, because you have something more than just these goals. You have a dedication. This is why you accepted the fact that you can start from some miserable results, from some little actions, from some extremely little wins. But you're moving and you're going further. This is why you have the ability and you have the opportunity to achieve something big, compared to people who just dream and do nothing. As they are dreaming big and taking small actions isn't about them, as they are more than just small actions. They deserve more. So this is like a remark, this is like an additional information about perfect self-expectations in every process. In order to understand maybe this topic from different perspective, I actually invite you to watch my 2 first videos, especially I would say second. It's about the scheme of going through process. It's an interesting information, I would say, as you have the clear, image of, people's behavior during different points and parts of the process. So it's like an interesting information to, collect and discuss. So instead of dreaming and never doing, dreaming big and never doing, you can, potentially dream big, but accept the fact that now you must accept small. Because by accepting small, you have the opportunity to have big in the future. And vice versa, it's impossible. Yes, that's it. See ya.